niggas getting it is how to work it. So, yeah. But it's a good thing I got it, because I'll be able to edit clearly. I can edit better on Clipchamp than I can on Premiere Pro, because Premiere Pro is like for professionals who know what to do and how to do it. And I'm kind of at a loss for words. But with that being said, I'm very happy to have this PC, because the last podcast we did was on a laptop and the storage ran out. And it was, not only was it a laptop, but it was a Chromebook, and you know, you can only go so far with those things. So we'll definitely be posting podcasts on time now. We had a podcast made for Royal Rumble predictions, but like I said, the storage on my Chromebook. So if you're wanting to do podcasts, we're just gonna give a little advice: don't do it on the Chromebook
at all.
And I know that everything's expensive, and I don't know your current situation. Trust me, my situations have been dire to where I couldn't do this. I can only dream of having that. But get yourself a PC, and it'll make the cheapest PC you can find possible. They range from like $600 to $2,000. So maybe $800 to $2,000. I don't know. I got mines for $850, $928 after tax. But get yourself a PC, because you're not gonna really go that far with a laptop. I definitely wasn't going far with a Chromebook. But yeah, Royal Rumble, that happened. Match of the night, I would say, would be the women's match. The women's Royal Rumble match. They showed out. They completely upstaged the men in the Royal Rumble. The men's Royal Rumble was a bit stale, I feel like.
I don't remember it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, well, the only thing I can remember is getting a taste of FU in my mouth. Cody Rhodes winning, which
I didn't see a celebration. I think he threw Punko. I just turned it off. I didn't even see a celebration.
Yeah, I'm not really a Cody fan, but you know, at some point in time, someone does have to defeat Roman Reigns, and you know, it's kind of overdue.
And Jay did.
I mean, for the title. Yeah, it's a bit overdue now. I don't want to say long overdue, but it's kind of overdue.
I feel like Cody's win is gonna be overwhelming. I feel like it's gonna be so overwhelming.
Yeah. There's really no words I can really put into how I felt about the men's Royal Rumble, because the Royal Rumble just don't hit as hard as it used to anymore.
I know.
I say the last good Royal Rumble was 2018. That one's had so much hype behind
Drew
it.
McIntyre?
No, that's the one where Shinsuke won, 2018. Wait, 2020 was a good one, because Drew McIntyre...
That was a good ass one.
Yeah, because the whole story was Brock Lesnar eliminating over half of... well, almost half of everybody that was in there.
And that pop that happened when Brock got eliminated by Drew.
He sold the crap out of that Claymore. You guys know what I'm talking about.
The third nigga was coming out. Brock was still...
Brock was, what happened? What happened? Am I out? Paul's like, you're out, man. It's like, dang it. But yeah, that was... Yeah, 2020, last good Royal Rumble. Then WWE decides to swerve us by having The Rock take Cody Rhodes' place. Now that got a lot of backlash. A lot.
I ain't talking about the pay-per-view.
Yeah, there's many sides to the story. One side saying the swerve was the plan the whole time, but the other side saying that the plan was for Rock versus Roman, and they don't even know why Cody won. So
I feel like it was Rock and Roman, and they just realized they were fucking up, and they backtracked.
They're like, you know what? Let's take a couple steps back. The Rock was like, man, these people really hate me, but I'm still the people's champion. That press conference, if you didn't watch that press conference, you need to watch it. it was like intense. Cause I was at work when I found out that the plan was Roman versus Cody. Cause Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, is the one that posted it. And
hold on, you told me like that. I see you on SmackDown.
At the press conference, Seth Rollins comes out and he wants Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins is basically begging for a match against Cody
Basically, everyone
Rhodes.
was just like this after Seth talk. Like I was saying, Cody, you.
No one's buying into Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. No one wants to see that again. At least not at this point in time, because they jobbed Seth out to Cody 3 times in a row.
Good Lord.
Even with a messed up pick.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
And I still think Seth should have won that match. Especially if Cody was going away.
Yeah. Especially the next night, too, when he took him out of commission, and they never followed up on that. They never did. But after Seth introduced Cody, Cody didn't even come out. It was Roman Reigns who came out, and he buried Seth Rollins again, calling him the number 2, which is sad but true.
Damn, he came all the way to Vegas to get married. That's crazy.
Yeah, then Roman Reigns was like, well, I'm going to pick my opponent. My opponent is The Rock, if you smell what he's cooking. And then The Rock came out and called all the fans Cody crybabies. Wow, okay. I'm not a Cody crybaby, but I really didn't want to see Rock, a 52-year-old Rock versus Roman Reigns for the main event. Because it's not so much to the fact that I don't want to see the match. It's for the fact that we got to continue on with this long title reign, and it just feels like it's never going to end.
Because they're trying to add The Rock into it, and it's just like, please, no more Tribal Chief storyline.
No,
just end it now.
I'm really... The storyline itself is stale.
Now.
It's stale. And then Rock, he shows a whole picture of the NOIE bloodline. And I know it's way more than that, because not one name on there I didn't recognize, huh?
So what was Sammy?
How was Sammy in any way involved in this?
He's part of the bloodline. What are you talking about?
No. He's no longer an honorary.
He was part of the bloodline.
He's no longer an honorary.
He was part of the bloodline.
Shut up.
So he needs to be up there on the pictures, man.
So Rock shakes Roman's hand. Cody comes out, says this is BS, only he didn't say BS.
That would have been crazy.
No, he really did say like the actual.
No, I'm thinking about if they were just looking up there and they had everybody on the picture, and Jimmy was gone. He's like, "Where am I?" That would be crazy.
And then Cody comes out. He's like, "This is BS." You talk, and then Roman's like, "You're irrelevant, just like your dad." And I'm guessing that was unexpected from Cody, because right when Roman said you're irrelevant, Cody was about to talk, but then Roman said like your dad, then Cody's like, he like paused for a second. He's like, mother, they keep talking about my papa.
That's my dad. He was talking about my dad.
And then Cody Rhodes fired back saying that your grandfather would be ashamed of you. And that's when Rock like steps up. He's like, you talk about his family, you talk about my family. You talk about his blood, you talk about my blood. So now we got a problem. It just smacks him. Yeah, you really got to take your time to watch the whole segment if you can, because it was really a good segment. I give it a thumbs up.
He said.
But either way, the case is that WWE swerved us, or they knew they messed up.
They knew they fucked up.
Yeah.
They were like, we can't get another Daniel Bryan, so we're gonna have to fix this right now.
Yeah, so the main event of WrestleMania Night 2, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Now, The Rock could be added into the mix, because, every 10 years there's a triple threat for some reason.
What sense would that make?
I don't know, man. I guess, if anything, they'll have Rock in there so Roman won't get pinned.
Yeah, but the tag match between Seth and them make a lot more sense than a triple threat match.
I say if Roman does drop the title, it needs to be a one-on-one. It doesn't need to be in a worthless triple threat, because then, that kind of devalues everything.
Get, Seth needs to go on and face Gunther.
Gunther's kind of IC champion right now. And he's not even... Hold on. you may not know this happened, but there's a tournament to go to the Elimination Chamber to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I can't remember all who was in there, but I'll tell you who advanced on Friday Night SmackDown recently. It was Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton.
Yeah, I know. I saw Randy. I didn't know who else.
And I don't think anyone else at the moment. But there's quite a few SmackDown stars.
So who you think is gonna fill it? I think. Well, nah.
If you ask me,
LA Knight.
I don't even know. Wait, LA Knight is in the tournament, but I think they're teasing that LA Knight in AJ Styles program because LA Knight cost Styles the match.
He's saying, "Oh, that's Elimination Chamber." Not bad.
Yeah.
Not WrestleMania.
Knight cost Styles the match with Drew McIntyre, and that's how Drew McIntyre advanced. But if you ask me, I think Seth Rollins' WrestleMania opponent should be Drew McIntyre. And have Drew McIntyre actually win. Because give Drew McIntyre his flowers already. I love Drew McIntyre because he's kind of carrying Raw right now. I don't want to say he's carrying Raw.
He's starting to.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's definitely. And then his shirt, I gotta buy that shirt where he puts him on.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Drew McIntyre literally going savage saying, I prayed for this moment and it happened.
Hey, I wanted that to happen. It's crazy.
But then that leaves the question, what about Damian Priest?
He can't cash in while Seth is injured, apparently.
Huh?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Says who? Wait, who said that?
I think they actually said it on commentary on Monday Night Raw. You can't cash in.
But they're going to completely ignore the time Damian Sandow tried to cash in on an injured John Cena. Do we not remember that happen? Because I remember that. Or any time that anyone's been like unconscious or something, like have Daniel Bryan cash in on Big Show.
Yeah, and he was backstage eating catering all day, and Ross took one attitude just.
You know, the chocolate cake got to the stomach.
He didn't fight no one all day, all night. He was fresh. And then an injured John Cena just scoops him up, hit him with one AA, and it was over.
I love John Cena, but there was a lot of times he shouldn't have got the W.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times. But on the lighter side of news, Butch went back to being Pete Dunne. Woo. And him and Tyler Bate are actually kind of killing it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're actually doing real good. I would love to see.
I didn't know Tyler Bate was even on the main roster at first.
Yeah, the one thing I don't agree with is having Butch get betrayed by Ridge Holland and immediately throwing him in another tag team. I mean, granted, the tag team he's in is pretty good, but you didn't have to throw him in another tag team. Just because you don't know what to do with him.
God damn it.
Like, if anything, they could have had Pete Dunne face Gunther at WrestleMania.
Yeah. That
would have been a banger had given time. But the tag match between DIY, Dunn, and Bate was pretty good. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate coming out with the win. I guess they're going to face...
DIY keep losing.
Yeah, I know. They're going to face Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber in Perth. That's coming on at freaking 6 a.m. You telling me I got to do a live reaction at 6 a.m.?
What is the pay-per-view?
I don't know. Let me search it up. Finals right here. When is WWE Elimination Chamber?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
February 24th in Perth. Yeah. Elimination Chamber. Should we do... Wait, hold on. That's the 24th? I was finna say that we should do like best Elimination Chamber matches, but we ain't got enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need like... We already done all the WrestleManias, best WrestleManias. We can do a video on our favorite Mania matches. No. I mean, we don't have to watch the whole WrestleMania. It's just that the matches we can think of that stand out to us. Like, let's just say...
I think we already did that in the WrestleManias.
No, we just went over the matches and gave it pros and cons and listed which WrestleMania was the best out of the last 10 years, and WrestleMania 31.
WrestleMania 30.
But, well, what's the pay-per-view after Mania? You know what? To give ourselves more time, we could do a video on Money in the Bank. So what date you want to start from?
Money in the Bank?
Yeah. The pay-per-view itself, not the matches that happened at the pay-per-view in that Mania. Just the pay-per-view itself. To make it shorter.
From the beginning. From the beginning, the very first Money.
When was the first one? It was like 2010?
Yeah, around that time. 9, 10.
We could do from best to worst. Anyways, on other news, AEW. AEW. That's this guy special. He's an AEW freak. At Revolution, we have Eddie Kingston taking on Bryan Danielson for the Continental Championship, I guess. They have too many.
They showed the
Roderick
Strong versus Orange Cassidy.
Really? Oh, that's
for the title.
What title?
The North Atlantic.
North Atlantic American
something
something whatever.
The Samoan Joe, Sean Strickland. I say Sean Strickland.
Swerve and Adam Heyman Page.
Yeah.
Adam Heyman Page actually turned heel. I didn't think he'd do it, but he did it. You're seeing Page with the mustache. Page with the mustache or something different.
What else? The Young Bucks versus Sting and Darby.
Oh yeah, they murdered Sting and Darby after the match with Big Bill and Ricky Starks.
What else?
Like, they did them so dirty. The Young Bucks are most likely gonna win.
I can't remember the women's match.
Who else can? Oh, that's a ladybug. I mean, who else can? To be honest.
Hopefully, when Sasha gets there, they decide to start making the women's division better.
Mercedes Moné. Is Toni Storm still their champion?
Yep.
Oh, timeless Toni Storm.
I love that gimmick so much.
You think she can cross over to WWE with that gimmick?
Yeah.
I mean, because if there's anything I learned about WWE in my years of watching it, is that WWE loves over-the-top gimmicks. Like, bigger-than-life gimmicks. And I feel like Toni Storm is perfect for WWE. Like, if anything, a gimmick on any other promotion would have to be, like, more like, I'm a good wrestler type of gimmick. That's basically it. But, like, yeah, with WWE, their gimmicks have to be actual gimmicks. Like, there has to be something like Roman Reigns, he's the tribal chief. Chief. I still don't know what the heck Seth Rollins' gimmick is.
He's the Messiah, man.
He doesn't even say Messiah.
He's the champion, man.
He's Becky's husband.
Oh yeah, husband, yeah.
Which one's the husband though? She dressed more manly than him. No pun intended.
That's for true.
Yeah. But the wrestling's been crazy.
It's been wild. Mick Foley's having his last death match.
And we don't want to see that.
I want to see it against Moxley.
Well, who is it going to be against?
You don't know yet. I'm hoping it's against Moxley.
Is he still signed under WWE?
No.
Oh, he's not?
No.
It might just be against Moxley. I mean, other than Moxley, who would be a good substitute?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, who else would it be?
Darby.
If
Darby, you most likely let him take most of the damage. Who else? Who else out here just doing hardcore stuff? I can't really think right now. If Abyss was still wrestling, I say that guy.
Luke Gage.
Luke Gage. Oh wait, Luke Cage is a superhero. Yeah.
He called me.
Lance Storm.
I feel like he'd get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
I feel like Mick Foley would be like, "You gonna see some shit, young boy."
Ric Flair.
That man will die. Mick Foley will cause that man to have a heart attack, you know?
Ric Flair being right.
He'd be like this. What's the next one? That tax.
Let's go home. Let's go home. Like, you finna go to heaven.
Please, Foley. Bang, bang. Oh, God.
His defibrillator would go out. Ran out of battery life. No, but I love Rick, though. He needs to stop, though.
He used to, put the...
It's over, man. You're in your 70s or 80s, whichever one. Either way, you're way too
That
old.
WrestleMania match was a good send-off.
And he just ruins it.
Yep.
By going to TNA.
And then he decided he wanted to...
Have his one last match again. When's gonna be his next one last? They're gonna change it from one last match to one final match.
Damn. I didn't say it was my final. I didn't say it was my final.
And then right after that could be the end to my story. Cody Rhodes, wait a minute. Let this man finish his story, though, please. Just let him finish his story already. At this point, I do want to see Cody as champion, but I don't want it to last long.
If Roman ain't facing nobody, Cody ever, well, he is, but if Roman wasn't facing Cody at WrestleMania, just bet your ass he was not losing that title. That's all I would say.
Now, if Brock is implemented in that match, then Roman might just retain. And that's a tough pill to swallow, because Cody ain't finishing his story after that.
Show the fuck ain't. Story's gone after that.
And I keep hearing reports that they're trying to have him beat Hulk Hogan's title. I don't want to see that. Hulk Hogan's record, because I think it was like, how long? Oh, well over 1,200 days. And here's the thing. That was in the time where titles were barely defended.
And the pay-per-views are like, they had 4 pay-per-views.
Yeah, a
so
year.
They would go 2 months without defending it.
Exactly. So this is a whole different time. We live in a time where us people crave change like every 4 months. So, like, you've been giving us the same product for 4 years, and you expect us to just not beg y'all to take the title off Roman. Like, Roman has done a fantastic job. I'm not going to knock Roman down. To his heel turn, to tribal chief gimmick, to having a long title reign. Now, having a long title reign ain't a bad thing. I mean, even Brock Lesnar's long universal title reign wasn't, dragged out too long.
CM Punk had a good one until they ruined it with The Rock.
AJ Styles had a good one, and it ended good because it ended with Daniel Bryan.
Yep. Oh well.
And Daniel Bryan turning heel. That was actually pretty good. And
that was awesome.
I applaud WWE for that, especially Vince McMahon giving some shine to the indie guys like Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, because Vince McMahon doesn't like indie wrestling. He doesn't like good wrestling.
Nope.
So at this point, what does please Vince McMahon? Them lawsuits. Like I said, as soon as they go in court, John Laurinaitis, I don't know him.
Huh? Who's that?
People power.
All the power.
The people have the power, Vince, and she has power, and you've made her sign an NDA. And then Vince McMahon introduced Brock Lesnar. Come on out here, you rapist!
Wait, were you part of this too, John Laurinaitis? What?
You gonna act dumb. Is what a country? What? There's gonna be a lot of pleading the fifths. But anyway, that's been wrestling. And this is Havis. I'm Cass, and this is Effort Wrestling. We'll get back to you with some news, and we promise that we will start uploading things on time. As a matter of fact, when a camera goes off, I start editing. But this is Effort Wrestling, and we'll be back with another one. Yeet.
Yeet. Ah, just